Egyptian role is historic when it comes to the Palestinian cause. Even in the Egyptian literature, they think of the Palestinian cause as as an Egyptian one, and it also Egypt also falls in a very strategic spot, and also historically they have stood up to Israel a lot. But since the 7th of October and up till now, the Egyptian role has been prominent on so many levels: the humanitarian level, the diplomatic, and the political as well. Egypt has been and is still calling for a two-state solution, and think that there is no way to reach sustainable peace and to reach stability in the Middle East unless there is a two-state solution. And they've called for this with the UN and all the international organizations, and with everything that started on the 7th of October 2023, and with the atrocities that Israel has been doing against the Palestinians across all the lands of Palestine, but specifically in the Gaza Strip. We have seen the Egyptian efforts take accountability of delivering humanitarian aid, and they used all the leverages they can use to deliver the aid. They have also welcomed the injured in the Egyptian hospitals and welcomed them across all Egyptian cities. But on the political level, the Palestinian cause and what's happening in the Gaza Strip, the atrocities that Israel has been committing, they have led the mediations with other countries and with the leaders around the world, especially the large countries and also the UN. And if you remember, we welcomed the UN twice in the Rafah crossing to see how Egypt has put effort, and also Egypt has used all the leverage cards it could use with Qatar to pressure Israel to reach the first truce on 27th of November 2023 and up till now. And then now we are witnessing the talks in Sharm el-Sheikh with President Trump to stop the war in Gaza. And so the Palestinian cause, Egypt has stood with the Palestinians and faced the Israelis, and they have condemned the displacement of the Palestinians out of their land, of course, in addition to Jordan. And so this is how the displacement hasn't been successful up till now. And then when we talk about Egypt's role with Qatar, with mediation between Hamas and Israel.
Yes, I was just going to ask you, sir, about that point in particular. In what ways are Egypt and Qatar aligning their mediation strategies to narrow the differences between Hamas and Israel?
Egypt and Qatar have coordinated a lot of things together. There are some pillars that the two countries have agreed upon, which is refusing the displacement of Palestinians out of their land or out of the Strip under any condition or under any justification. And then they also try to pressure Hamas to accept some of the points that can bring a stop to this war, and also bring the point of views together with Israel. And we also saw what Israel has been calling for and what Hamas has also asked for. Their point of views are kind of distant, and so I think that the Sharm el-Sheikh talks, there are three main points that they are focusing on, or that Hamas and Israel has to agree on: a full withdrawal from Israel's side, and also Hamas, and then withdrawing to the yellow line as Israel wants, and then also delivering the humanitarian aid with a quantity that is enough to the Palestinians. And then the main point here is the detainees. Hamas has said that they want 6 Palestinian detainees like Marwan Barghouti and Abdullah Barghouti, and then now Israel is refusing this stalling up to now. But here comes the Egypt-Qatar role. They are trying to reach some compromise so that the negotiations are successful and end the war in Gaza.
Mhm. Sir, how is U.S. involvement shaping the tempo and direction of the negotiations in Sharm el-Sheikh?
In my opinion, I think that the USA is not a mediator in this war, but it is a side actually. It is a part of the countries who kill the Palestinians with its support to Israel in so many levels, politically, economically, and so on. But USA's role is still very, very important because they're the only country that can pressure Netanyahu and his government to stop these atrocities in Gaza. And so USA's participation in these talks is very crucial because they can, as I said, pressure Israel to accept some of the points that need to be discussed with Hamas.